My name is Christopher Michella, and the topic of my presentation is the importance of diversity within a healthcare organization. So just a brief agenda for my presentation today. I'm just going to touch upon the introduction to diversity, some gender, racial, and religious diversity situations and occurrences in healthcare, the role of ethics in diversity, and the overall outlook on the future of diversity in the healthcare field. So what is diversity? Diversity can be defined as acknowledging, understanding, or valuing differences among people with respect to age, class, race, as well as ethnicity. Managers and supervisors play a huge role in keeping a diverse yet successful workplace. Supervisors and managers need to recognize the ways in which the workplace is evolving. Managing diversity is a significant organizational challenge, so it's crucial a manager can adapt their skills to accommodate a multicultural work environment. Balance is key. As globalization increases, social interaction increases. The world's increasing globalization requires more interaction among people from diverse backgrounds. People are now part of a worldwide economy competing within a global framework. Gender diversity. Over the years, many studies have sourced that gender diversity improves company performance and growth. With this being said, many gender disparity opportunities linked to salary, career development, and mentorship affect both male and females. Although women may make up 75% of the healthcare workforce and also act as primary decision makers when it comes to healthcare needs for their family, women are still highly underrepresented when it comes to leadership roles in the industry. Approximately 26% of CEOs overseeing U.S. hospitals were women. On my next slide, I'll go into more details discussing diversity statistics involving both male and females. So as we can see, according to the first picture, Healthcare Fortune 500, 9 out of the top 10 companies in the Fortune 500 have at least one woman C-level executive on their leadership team. When we use the term C-level executive, we're referring to individuals attaining a title of CEO, COO, and CFO. The next picture demonstrates that only 8 of the top 100 hospitals have a woman CEO, but 4 of the 8 hospitals that have also received the Everest Award. The Everest Award is honored to hospitals that achieve both the highest current performance as well as the fastest long-term improvement over 5 years, thus backing up our point that it's important to have equal opportunities for each gender, showing that women have strong abilities to work within the healthcare field. Lastly, CEOs who are men lead 85% of zombie companies and led 100% of Deadpool companies. When we use the term zombie companies, we're referring to companies that have not raised more than $2 million since the year of 2012 and do not have a single woman on their executive team. So as we can see, these types of hospitals and healthcare facilities are going down. Racial diversity. Embracing cultural competence and diversity in the healthcare field is key. Providers can improve the overall quality of the patients by better understanding their backgrounds and culture. It helps a lot with communication. Racial diversity is important if healthcare organizations want to build long-term success. The patients we're serving now will look different from the patients we're going to be serving in the future. As diversity continues to increase, the types of variations of cultures that we're going to interact with in the healthcare field will also change. Some statistics regarding racial diversity. By 2043, the minority populations will become the majority in the United States. With this being said, the non-Hispanic white population will still remain the largest single group. By 2060, nearly 1 in 3 Americans will be Hispanic. This is saying essentially that the Hispanic population in the United States is going to double. The number of international immigrants is expected to grow by 41.2 million. By analyzing these statistics, we can see how important it is for healthcare companies and organizations to have a good understanding of diversity, as it's going to be a big part of our future. Religious diversity and national origin. Some trigger topics that may bring about religious situations in a workplace for either a clinician, professional, or a patient are some trigger topics, which include dress, clothing, end-of-life situations, dietary requirements, and reproductive health. All these topics are significant because as cultures have different backgrounds and different dietary beliefs and different ideas for end-of-life situations, it's important for hospitals and healthcare facilities to have a good understanding of their culture so that they don't offend anyone in the family or the patient. Religion and natural origin are at the center of a company that wants to demonstrate positive cultural competence. Some statistics involving religious diversity and cultural statistics. 22% of U.S. healthcare workers are born in a foreign country. 25% of foreign-born healthcare workers immigrated to the U.S. after 2000. These two statistics tell us that there's a heavy influence from foreign workers in our healthcare field, and a lot of it has come over the last 16-17 years. 41% of patients can remember a time when religious beliefs influenced a healthcare decision. Whether or not a company has a good understanding of their patient's cultural background can determine whether or not that patient wants to be treated at your facility. The role of ethics in healthcare. Issues of ethical collision should be acknowledged and discussed between professionals and patients. It's important to have a good understanding of both sides' beliefs, just to be respectful of each person's culture. Diversity of ethics is the result of a culture that welcomes freedom of thought, independent thinking, and moral independence. There's 3 components to evaluate when looking to make an ethical medical decision. The 3 components are patient's objectives, physician's judgment, and the professional ethics of that decision. Using these 3 components before making a decision can help promote a positive, ethical medical environment. In conclusion, diversity has an extremely high value, especially in the healthcare workplace. A diverse workforce is a reflection of a changing world and marketplace. Diverse work teams bring high value to organizations, especially healthcare organizations. It's important to realize that equal opportunities go for any race, any gender, any cultural backgrounds. Diversity management is beneficial by creating a fair and safe environment where everyone has access to opportunities and challenges. Lastly, adapt or fall behind. Majority of workplaces are made up of diverse cultures, and if they haven't been in the past, they are becoming more and more now. It's crucial for healthcare organizations and hospitals to learn how to adapt to the growing field of diversity, or else they'll fall behind. Thank you.